rise in support of the rule and the underlying legislation. Yesterday, the Rules Committee met and produced a rule, H-Res 879, providing for the House's consideration of 8 separate measures. The rule provides closed rules for consideration of SJ-Res 80, HJ-Res 130, HJ-Res 131, with 1 hour of debate equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Natural Resources or their respective designees for each joint resolution. The rule provides each such joint resolution 1 motion to recommit. Further, the rule provides closed rules for the consideration of H.R. 1949 and H.R. 3109, with 1 hour debate equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Energy and Commerce or their respective designees for each bill. The rule provides each bill with a motion to recommit. Additionally, the rule provides for consideration of H.Con. Res. 58 under a closed rule with 1 hour of debate equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Financial Services or their respective designees. The rule also provides for consideration of H.R. 5214 and H.R. 5107 under closed rules with 1 hour debate equally divided and controlled by the chair and ranking minority member of the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform or their respective designees on each bill. The rule provides 1 motion to recommit for each bill. Finally, the rule tables House Resolution 581 upon the transmission of a message to the Senate that the House has passed H.R. 4405. Mr. Speaker, after over 40 days of the Democrat government shutdown, the House has returned to regular order, and this majority is continuing to push forward with the America First agenda, the American people's agenda. All of these pieces of legislation we're considering today are in alignment with the American people's demand and President Trump's executive orders that we maintain a robust posture of American energy dominance. You know, Mr. Speaker, our Democrat colleagues have developed a strong proclivity to thumb their noses at the development of energy that comes from American soil. One must wonder why they choose to do that. They pay lip service to environmental protections and reducing greenhouse gas emissions, but it's just a fact that American oil and American natural gas are cleaner and more environmentally friendly than any of our global competitors. Why would they cede our dominance on the global stage in favor of hostile actors who lack even the most basic environmental protections? We are blessed as a nation to have vast repositories of natural resources that we can draw from and utilize accordingly. When we ignore the opportunities to harness these resources for our benefit, we deny ourselves the opportunity to grow more self-sufficient. H.R. 5214 and H.R. 5107, 2 measures reported from the Oversight Committee, focus on restoring law and order in our nation's capital city, a city that ought to be a model for the rest of the nation to follow.
Does the gentlelady reserve?
I'm going on, Mr. Speaker. H.R. 5214 would revoke cashless bail in the District of Columbia and would require mandatory pretrial and post-conviction detention for crimes of violence and other dangerous crimes. H.R. 5107 would repeal the Comprehensive Policing and Justice Reform Amendment Act of 2022 enacted by the District of Columbia Council. This act targeted police officers in D.C. for simply doing their duties, and it led to over 1,600 officers being removed from the city's force. Thanks to President Trump's efforts, the streets in D.C. are safer, and we have the opportunity through these 2 measures to add to that progress. Finally, Mr. Speaker, we have H.Con. Res. 58, a resolution denouncing the horrors of socialism. Most of us here in this body recognize how dangerous the plague of socialism really is. We understand its history of failure and oppression. Throughout history, this ideology has collapsed into the most brutal of dictatorships, communist regimes, and outright totalitarian rule. Many are quick to avert their eyes and cover their ears when presented with facts about the horrors of socialism. How many individuals across the world have suffered and died because of it? This resolution will put everyone in this body on record. The American people will see who espouses this caustic ideology and those who reject it. I reserve, Mr. Speaker.
The gentlewoman from North